Welcome to the second session of Words from Newspaper Headlines. And in this session, we will take a look at some more words which appear frequently in newspaper headlines. Let's go to the first one straight away. So, the first word is surge. Surge means a sudden increase in something. For example, there was a surge in the number of COVID cases recently. In terms of seas, it could also mean the rise and fall in sea levels. So, let's see. There has been a surge in the requirement of oxygen in the country. Next, the BSE small cap index has surged by 35% after the announcement of reforms. So, again, the BSE Sensex has increased by 35%, therefore, it has surged by 35%. The Indian National Center for Ocean Information Services has put the Kerala coast on a swell surge alert. So, swell surge in this case are not uh, normal wind waves. In fact, they are surface gravity waves, and they cause a sudden rise in the size of the wave, causing a flash flood like a situation, and hence a warning. Next, we have the word recast, and that means to change something and present it in a different way. For example, the RBI allowed lenders to recast their home and business loans. So those loans were changed. The probably the term was changed, or probably the EMI was changed. Because such change has been allowed, it can be said that RBI allowed lenders to recast their home and business loans. Next, most of your essay is good. Just recast the introduction before you submit. So change the introduction and hence recast the introduction. She recast her movie as a documentary. So probably earlier on she had some other plans, and now she recast or changed the movie as a documentary. Next, we have the word flag. Now, flag can have multiple meanings. For example, one of the meanings of the word flag is uh, the way we use it in Indian national flag. So it serves as a mark or an identity. But flag could also be used as a verb, wherein we flag a document or we flag something. That means we just mark it so that we are able to identify it later. So we can flag a question while we are attempting a test. We can flag a question so we can mark that question to identify the question later. So here are the meanings of the word flag. It can imply a signal, to mark or identify as a verb, and to hang loose or lose strength or to become tired. So, uh, another meaning of the word flag is to lose strength or to become tired. So, if you begin to flag after a tiring day's work, have a cup of coffee. So, a very simple usage of the word flag as beginning to lose strength or become tired. Let's see some sentences. A word spell check program flags any words that are not spelled correctly and prompts the user to correct the spelling mistakes. Another usage, flag all documents that might be of use later on. So, in both these words, in both these sentences, we've used the word flag as to mark or identify. So, it's been used as a verb. Then, the cutting edge technology will help flag potential areas of concern. Again, the word flag here means to mark or to identify. Next, we have the word probe. A probe means an instrument or an equipment which is used to investigate something. And probe could also mean, as a verb, it could also mean to investigate something. So, meaning an instrument for exploration, to search, or to investigate. So, probe can be used both as a noun as well as a verb. Let us see some sentences. The police began a probe into the recent case of oxygen concentrator hoarding. So here the police started investigating. It's used as a verb. Next, to probe into anyone's personal matters is not what I would like to do. Again, the word probe here is used as a verb. So probe means to investigate in this sentence. The physician probed the wounds of the soldier before starting his treatment. So these are some of the usages of the word probe as a verb. Next, we have the word stagnate, which means to stop growing or to stop flowing. Either of them could be the meanings of the word stagnate. So, stagnate meaning to not flow and to come to a standstill, something that stops flowing or something that stops moving could also be stagnating. Government bond yields tend to stagnate over a period of time. So they don't grow anymore, and hence it can be said that government bond yields tend to stagnate over a period of time. Proactive companies will grow while others will stagnate. Next, the local economy has stagnated because of the epidemic. Next, we have the word jab. Now, jab could refer to piercing by a sharp object, as in an injection. And jab could also mean the jab of a boxer, which is a short blow, a quick blow. So here we have the meanings: to pierce with a sharp object quickly, and to strike a person with a short blow. Many people are waiting to get their vaccine jabs. I'm sure most of you have come across this usage. Ali gave his opponent a sharp left jab. So here the word jab means to strike a person with a short blow. You will need a jab if you're traveling to some African countries. Next, we have the word oversight. Now, oversight can mean two things. Number one, it could mean to have charge, supervision, or care of something. So, when you are in charge of something, you have its oversight. And oversight could also mean a small error, a minor error, which is unintentional. So, oversight meaning a watchful and responsible care, a supervision, or a charge. And it also means an error or a mistake, which is unintentional. So, some sentence from the words oversight can be: the committee has oversight of general policy and budgets. Here, oversight means supervision. The committee has oversight or has supervision of general policy and budgets. Hardik's name was omitted because of oversight. Here, it means a small error. So, Hardik's name was omitted because of oversight or because of a error. A strong regulatory oversight is required for a good vaccination program implementation. Again, here oversight means supervision. Next, we have the word allegation. So, allegation means it's the noun form of the word allege, which means to state without any proof. So, allegation is when you speak about somebody's wrongdoing or crime without having any proof, then you are engaging in allegation. So, meaning to state about someone's wrongdoing without any evidence. The CEO was forced to resign after allegations of the scam surfaced. The court dismissed the case, stating there was no substance in the allegation. Next, the actor demanded a full apology by the newspaper which made an allegation about his personal life. So, oversight, which could mean a watchful and responsible care, supervision, it could also mean an error or a mistake. Allegation means to state about someone's wrongdoing without any evidence. Next, we have the word punitive. Now, punitive means involving some form of punishment. For example, During the pandemic, the government suggested no punitive action to be taken against those who defaulted on the loan repayment. So, no punishments, effectively, it means no punishments for those who defaulted on loan repayment. Iran has maintained its demand for complete lifting of punitive UN sanctions. In case you misbehave, punitive action will be initiated against you. So, punitive, which means involving some form of punishment. Then we have the word gag, which means to not allow somebody to speak freely. So, prevent from speaking freely is the meaning of the word gag. The kidnapper gagged and bound him in a small dark room. The media has been gagged because no media has reported the event. Here, the media has been stopped or prevented from speaking freely about the event. The Election Commission sought a gag on media reportage of High Court's oral observation against the Election Commission. So we have the words gag and punitive. Punitive means involving some form of punishment, and gag means to prevent from speaking freely. With this, we come to an end of this second session of Words from Newspaper Headlines.